Welcome. We are going to do a demo on our project FPGA implementation of a universal asynchronous receiver and transmitter. UART is a communication protocol which facilitates transfer of data between different I/O modules. The basic function of a UART to send blocks of data, which it then converts into serial bits. Similarly, it will receive serial data, which it will reassemble in the receiver. Thus, a UART consists of three core parts: a baud rate generator, a receiver, and transmitter. The function of of the baud rate generator is to produce sampling ticks. This sampling ticks has a rate of 16 into baud rate. This is an RTL of a design. It consists of three modules: a transmitter module, a baud rate generator, and a receiver module. It also consists of FIFOs, which acts like a buffer between the transmitter and receiver and the main system. It also has two other functions. It tells us the availability of a new word, and it prevents from the received word from being copied multiple amount of times. The receiver and transmitter can be explained using finite state machine. The receiver is always in the idle state until it receives a 0 bit. This is because of the 10-bit format of the UART. The first bit is the start bit, then 8 bits of data, and there is a stop bit. So until and unless we get the start bit as 0, it is still in the idle state. Then it goes into the start state where it counts for 8 cycles and goes into the data state. In the data state, there are two counters: one counter to count the ticks and the other counter to count the amount of data bits. It will count for 16 into 8 times. Then it goes into the stop bit. In the stop bit, it will count for 16 clock cycles, and then the receiving operation is done. After the receiving operation is done, it asserts the RX done underscore tick signal, which asserts the write signal into the FIFO. Thus, whatever data is in the D out gets returned into the FIFO and can be read by the user. Similarly, the transmitter will operate, but the only difference in transmitter is that it won't start until and unless the TX underscore start bit becomes high. This bit will only become high when it knows that the FIFO is not empty. The FIFO won't be empty only when the user has returned some data. This is the RTL of a test bench. It consists of three modules: the stimulus, the top module which is under test, and the tester. The stimulus is responsible for forcing values into the top module. It forces the clock, clear, read underscore UART, write underscore UART, and the data which is to be written in the transmitter. This data to be written in the transmitter is stored in a text file. The top module generates outputs which are then tested with respect to the same data file. This is the simulation generated by our test bench. The following values 69, 99, and FB are forced parallelly into the transmitter FIFO. The transmitter splits them bit by bit and transfers them serially, which are received by the receiver serially. The receiver reassembles the data and then puts them into its own FIFO, which can be read from the FIFO of the receiver. Here we can see that the receiver FIFO has been updated to those three values again: 69, 99, and FB. It should be noted that the transmitter transmits the bits in format of a start bit, which is always 0. The data sent in is LSB first and then MSB and then the stop bit. The first data sent was 69. 69 is represented as 01101 So you can see that LSB goes in first. So the data sent was 1001110. The bit file has been burnt into the FPGA. As you can see, the receiver and transmitter pins have been shorted together using PMOD connections. The 8 switches will be used to give in the 8-bit data. This data will only be returned into the transmitter FIFO when the right button is pressed. This is the right button. As the frequency is high, if you press the button for too long, then multiple data will be written. Therefore, we have implemented an edge detector. It will only write the data when it detects an edge, which will happen on the press of a button when the button is clicked. Similarly, there is the read button. Only when the read button is pressed, the module will read the data from the receiver FIFO. This LED indicates that the receiver is empty. This LED indicates that the receiver is full. Once we write 16 data bytes to the receiver FIFO, the receiver become full. Now it's empty because nothing is written to the receiver FIFO. Now we'll start writing 16 different types of data. As you can see, the empty LED has gone low. So all the 16 bits have been returned to the FIFO. Some bits have been copied multiple times because of the button issue.
Imperfection of the button.
Now we'll read all the 16 bits data. And the receiver is empty as all the data has been read again. If you would have noticed, some numbers were repeated due to the imperfection of the button.
This time we have burned our program into the FPGA which connects with the PC using the UART program. We have used a hyperterminal. We have used a hyperterminal to transfer data from the computer to the UART. To the UART. I am entering values in my keyboard, and as you can see the UART has FIFO has already become full, and when I read the data their respective ASCII values will be displayed, and it's empty again. Similarly, I can transmit data from my FPGA to the UART to the computer. And that is how we are able to communicate between the board and the computer.
Thank you.